4 ways to attract wealth into your life. Many people think that being wealthy is a matter of luck, or that unless you work really hard, it's pretty much impossible to attain. They see money as something hard to get and even harder to hold on to. How many people do you know who grouse about their jobs or their bills, or that never seem to get ahead? Feeling bad about money sets up a negative spiral, and eventually you have a scarcity mindset. And if you're talking about wealth, you've become your own worst enemy. If you really want abundance in your life, you need to flip that switch and think big. Think rich. Here are 4 ways you can get the law of attraction to start working in your favor. 1. Change your perspective. The first thing to do is to switch up your perspective on wealth. Look around and see where your life is already abundant. Stop looking at what you don't have yet and be grateful for the good things in your life. By acknowledging where you're currently wealthy, you can change your expectations and look forward to future wealth. 2. Check your assumptions. Look at your money self-talk. Does thinking about money make you feel anxious? Do you talk about just getting by or living from one paycheck to the next? Maybe you think money is indeed the root of all evil, and that somehow being wealthy is wrong or unfair. Reset your money beliefs by thinking positively about money. How can having more money improve your life? Will it mean you can travel more, or pursue your creative goals? If you think of money as freedom or a way you can build a better life for you and your family, you can start to think like a rich person. 3. Use technology to reprogram your mindset. There are lots of apps for your computer or smartphone to help you break down those old negative money beliefs. You might find podcasts helpful or meditations. Some apps use neuro-linguistic programming techniques to rewrite your brain's wealth script literally. 4. Be generous. One of the most prevalent negative beliefs about money is that rich people are mean, but a sure way to get money flowing into your life is to be generous. You can really fire up a positive money mindset by sharing what you have in the expectation that more is coming. Reject scarcity and embrace money positivity by donating money to a good cause or buying little treats or gifts for your loved ones and yourself. Make it clear to the universe that you are ready to receive abundance and to share it. 4 must-read books that will make cultivating a wealthy mindset easier. It's so empowering once you realize that your mindset is your key to changing your reality. And when it comes to smashing your financial goals, developing a wealthy mindset is key. But those deep-grained beliefs about money go right back to your childhood and can be hard to overcome. The good news is that there are lots of supports around you to help you change your money mindset and start you on your road to wealth. Here are 4 must-reads to help you root out those money beliefs that are no longer serving you. 1. T. Harv Eker, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth. T. Harv Eker's book will help you identify your own personal money blueprint that determines whether or not you'll succeed in life. Eker shows you how to decode your childhood beliefs around money and to reset those limiting beliefs. You can rewrite your money blueprint to create and grow success. 2. Robert T. Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, What the Rich Teach Their Kids About Money That the Poor and Middle Class Do Not. This bestseller is not just a self-help book. It's a powerful testament to Kiyosaki's experience of growing up with 2 dads and how they shaped his beliefs about money and success. Kiyosaki's own father and his best friend's rich dad provided 2 sharply contrasting attitudes to money and success. His book explodes wealth myths about income, home ownership, and education. Learn that what you've been told most of your life is not necessarily the best way to become wealthy. 3. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. A classic of the motivational genre, Napoleon Hill will show you how to use his philosophy of success to change your life. Arthur R. Pell, Ph.D., has updated 1937 classic to analyze how 21st century billionaires have succeeded in an increasingly cutthroat world. 4. Margaret M. Lynch, Tapping into Wealth, How Emotional Freedom Techniques, or EFT, can help you clear the path to making more money. You may have heard about the emotional freedom technique, EFT or tapping, as a way of moving through emotional difficulties, but it's also a powerful tool for removing money blocks. Margaret M. Lynch takes you through the steps to identify and replace your negative money beliefs with ones that are focused on wealth and success. By gently tapping on a series of acupuncture points, you can turn your money mindset around and leave behind those blocks that are holding you back. 5 dynamic ways to change your subconscious money mindset. Are you ready to step up and change your subconscious beliefs about money? So many people are held back by their subconscious beliefs about money, work, and deserving. Do a quick check of your own money mindset. Do you think it's hard to get rich? Are wealthy people just lucky? Maybe you can't see a way out of living from one paycheck to the next. Perhaps you dream of one day clearing all the bills and being debt-free. The good news is that your mindset can be changed. Here are 5 dynamic ways you can start switching up your subconscious to a wealthy mindset and removing those mental obstacles right now. 1. Decide to move your goalposts. Many people tend to think that their finances are impacted by external factors that they have little or no control over. But the most important factor in whether you stay in struggle street or move into wealth is where you expect to be. Somewhere deep in your subconscious, you have several money goals or set points. They set your expectations for how much money and debt you expect to have. You have control over these beliefs. 2. Free yourself from your programming. Most of your beliefs about money were set by your childhood experiences. How did your family experience money? What were the messages you received? Chances are your family's money mindset was like many others. Money is hard to get, doesn't grow on trees, and only the lucky few are rich. If there were hard times, was there an expectation that they were temporary and better times would come? Or was money seen as elusive and scarce? Once you've identified where your money mindset came from, you can take back control and reset it for abundance. 3. Root out past financial failures. Everyone goes through bad times, but it's up to you how to deal with the legacy. Maybe past failure continues to haunt you as a reminder and reinforces your childhood negative money messages. Feeling guilty or sad about past failures is not an excellent way to build a positive future. Acknowledge your past mistakes and move on to focus on better things. 4. Use mind-body techniques to shift old beliefs. There are some very effective ways you can use physical methods to shift old belief patterns that are no longer serving you. Techniques like tapping, emotional freedom techniques, use gentle tapping on acupressure points to help focus your mind on unblocking negative emotions. 5. Rest your money goals. Once you've cleared away old beliefs, you can set new positive money goals. You'll have the freedom to make positive choices. Instead of focusing on the difficulties of paying bills, you can change your expectations and focus on the wealth you want. 3 proven ways your self-worth impacts your net worth. How do you feel about money? Is it something that's hard-earned but easy to spend? Do you believe you'll be wealthy? Or is wealth something for lucky people? Studies have shown that you can grow your net worth even if you earn an average salary. And the big difference between those who are relatively wealthy and those who are just getting by is something that's well within your control. Self-esteem. 1. Rich people have high self-esteem. One thing wealthy people have in common is that they don't worry too much about whether they deserve their money or not. They have a healthy sense of self-worth. They believe in themselves, and they expect to make money easily. You can grow your self-esteem right now by changing your attitude towards yourself. Accept compliments. Don't bat them away. Think of all the good things you contribute to the world. Start your gratitude practice by thinking about something you're proud of about yourself. Step into your light and assert your worth. 2. Just do it. Learn to feel the fear and do it anyway. Know your money fears or blocks and push through them to get ahead. Not many people enjoy asking for a pay raise or negotiating a better contract. But if you don't do the things that'll make you feel uncomfortable, you start to believe you can't, and your self-worth plummets. The nice thing about being brave and taking a risk is that every time that risks pay off, you get a boost to your self-esteem, and it won't be so hard next time. And when it comes to money, your bank balance and your self-worth can grow in tandem. 3. Redefine self-care. Do you buy yourself a treat when you're feeling a bit low? Anything from a coffee and donut to a new pair of shoes can give you a boost. That sort of retail therapy might give your self-esteem a short-term lift, but it does nothing for your credit card. Defining self-care in terms of buying stuff can become an unhealthy way to feel good. A better long-term option is to redefine self-care to include being financially responsible. Instead of indulging in emotional spending, learn to take a step back before you hand over your credit card. Will you feel better at the end of the month with a new set of golf clubs? or with enough money not just to pay the bills but to invest? Reprogram your mindset to see yourself as a worthwhile long-term investment. 5 massive differences between a wealthy and poor mindset. There are some fundamental differences between people who are rich and people who don't have so much. And it's not just money. Sure, some people are born into wealthy families or who might get a helping hand through luck or inheritance, but mostly it comes down to mindset. How do you think about money, success, and the likelihood that you'll make it boils down to 5 major factors. 1. How do you react to a surplus? People with a poor mindset tend to react to a windfall or some extra money as a chance for a splurge. They grab at it as a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity to have some fun. A poor mindset believes in scarcity. Money doesn't come along that often, so enjoy it while you can. A wealthy mindset sees it differently. They use it to boost more intangible things like investing in their business or their education. A surplus can be used to build wealth, not run it down. 2. Set your mindset to investment. People with a wealthy mindset are always thinking of how to keep their abundance momentum going. They spend their time, energy, and resources on generating more wealth and setting up their system to keep it generating value into the future. A poor mindset is overshadowed by scarcity and anxiety and has a short-term focus, often living from one paycheck to the next without thinking about long-term returns on their efforts. 3. Get comfortable with risk. How do you feel about risk? Are you comfortable with making decisions or investments where there may not be a reward until further down the track, if ever? Or are you focused on short-term quid pro quo? A wealthy mindset is prepared to take a chance, to take calculated risks in the hope of a future reward. 4. Make your own luck. If you have a scarcity mindset, you probably think that rich people are lucky and the world is unfair. Worse, someone with a poor mindset blames others for their lack of wealth and even thinks that they're owed. A wealthy mindset realizes that frequently you make your own luck. Sure, timing helps, but you also need to be able to recognize and be open to opportunities. To take a few risks and say yes more than no. They appreciate their good fortune and work to make it happen. 5. There is no end point. A major difference between rich and poor mindsets is that someone with a poor mindset believes that success is some kind of end point. For them, success is the top of the mountain when all effort stops, and you can kick back and enjoy yourself. A wealthy mindset knows that success is a continual process. Life is all about opportunities, learning, and growing. And that includes growing your wealth.